Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Dragon Age Inquisition. Today, we're going to start off by talking to Dorian, because I don't think we ever have. Hello Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Of course.
One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No,
I think Dorian's high.
hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Okay, apparently we can flirt. He does have a silly mustache. So you're talking about Haven. Holy shit. I have been really bad at talking to the party members. You're boring me, no. Not at all.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
I like to sell you,
Certainly.
Dorian.
If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
They say the Chantry's lying?
Who does
makes
the
sense, 'cause they're
Imperium
like our
say
enemy.
started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's dark spawn, what other explanation is there?
He could be lying. You seem upset. You do seem a lot more serious than when we first approached you. You seem upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Well, it's not really you. It's more of the leaders. It's also not destroyed yet. Ooh, two good options. You're not responsible, and it's not destroyed yet. Alright, game, let's combine 1 and 2. Well, you're not responsible.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
Yeah, you never get thanks for a good job. I don't need their thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
What happened to your left side of your shirt? That seems very
and
unsafe.
Congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I think I'm doing a friending... Okay. Well, hello again, Dorian. Nice book. Your armor is shiny.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home.
Why are you so
What
quiet?
do I do about it? Nothing.
Wait, that's not just me, right? I'll try to fix that in editing, but... Like, he started off loud and now he's really quiet. What brought this on?
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
See, I'm loud as
You
shit.
encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Well, you wanted the help people. They don't seem to... Well, okay. He wanted to correct the mistakes of the past, not just help people. His countrymen have mostly been fighting us, and I'm sure the good population back home doesn't really know what's going on. You could do... I don't want to get his hopes up. You could do great things.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform to Winter.
I hope you're right. You usually are.
You're damn right I am.
It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
I would even shave my mustache. Seriously, what's going on, buddy?
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Yeah, I think that's the whole reason why the old man, Alexius, was trying to change the future. I guess that makes sense. That stinks. We didn't get to really know him, though. He was only, like, in a couple of scenes. Sad but not surprising. That's true. I mean, we saw what was going to happen to him. I'm sorry for your loss. They were friends, right? Or they... Yeah, they were, like, friends.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
It doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
I guess we will just be blunt and ask him, were you two involved?
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son.
Maybe he was trying to seduce you.
My whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
Follow his example.
He should be an example for others to follow, or his death is wasted.
Should I spread the word? We could spawn the cult of Felix within a matter of days.
There are worse things.
Probably
Cult
true.
of Felix, that's...
And you're right.
Not
His
a good cult
actions
name.
should not be forgotten. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
You know, when you... Oh, now you're walking away from me. I was gonna say, when you walk... What the hell? Hello? There's a quest down there? Alright, well... We'll deal with that in a minute. Dorian! No, you're Fiona. Anything else?
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image.
I do agree, that is a good mental
Dancing,
image.
Politics and murder. Makes me a bit homesick.
Happy I could help.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts.
I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
That's weird. You're weird, Dorian. So okay, in the past, the investigation have never been a character quest, I think.
I'm told
gonna avoid that.
Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Okay.
I should go.
As you wish.
I should go.
So, I assume you're Talvashoth or something like.
Why would you assume that?
If you weren't, you would have split my skull open at our first meeting before I said a word.
Maybe.
Centuries of warfare with the Qunari,
do lead to this state of affairs.
I thought about it. You've met Quinari.
You've encountered Qunari before?
Qunari raids are rather old hat for anyone from the Eastern Imperium, although the attacks aren't quite the rampaging wars of ages past. Now we're like two angry dowagers who only remember to spit at each other when they pass on the street.
What about in person?
Did you meet any Qunari personally?
None who weren't rushing towards me with a sword. I was too busy running in the other direction to say hello. I've met some Talvashoth in my time, however. Mercenaries and a few merchants. They're not the same as Qunari. Might easily be a different people altogether.
I guess that's a good point. Quinari and Talvarosh is like the non-religious Qunari. Glad someone knows that.
If only other people knew that.
It's a southerner thing. Most of them don't even know what a Qunari looks like. Forgive
Jesus,
their
even in
ignorance,
video
almighty
games,
one.
Southerners get a bad rap.
They shall learn proper fear in time.
I considered killing you. I have no issue. Yeah, I didn't consider killing you at all. I was just like, man, you got a weird mustache. I have no issues if you
You've no
don't.
problem with me, I've no problem with you.
A philosophy I've learned to live by.
No issue with my being Inquisitor, then?
None that specifically involve you being so very, very large.
Good.
Okay. I was kind of hoping. Well, I do have a quest from Dorian, but I didn't get it from Dorian.
I heard a little
I got it from the
rumor about you.
Is
map.
that so?
Indeed. Someone's been doing some training. As an assassin, no less.
The skills are rather useful.
The skills
Especially
involved
Assassin
are rather
Lucan.
handy.
I should say, with the amount of killing you do, a bit of flair's a fine thing.
I don't kill that many people.
We kill a lot of people, Karash.
I'm only surprised you didn't kill someone walking over here. At any rate, if you ever intend to make it an actual profession, do tell me. The Antivan Crows have
I mean, we
nothing
might
on
have
the
killed
Imperium.
someone around here. I don't know.
I know people. Keep it in mind,
I should go.
as you wish. What's on your mind?
Well, I was really... Okay, so I'll go through his investigate stuff and see if I can get a character quest to come out. I might already have it. Apparently nothing.
I should go.
As you wish.
Hey, who has the quest down here?
There is something I wish to discuss, Inquisitor.
You.
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions,
Oh, this should be good.
the Winter.
I mean, we were just talking to him. We were just talking to him for fucking 18 minutes. Oh, what has he done?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Chronos.
Yeah, I just listened
Are you
all about
familiar
them.
with them?
They're not on good terms.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct.
Yeah, I am correct. He
The
just
family
told
sent
me.
a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll...
Oh, that doesn't sound like it's gonna
He
end
seemed
well.
to be on good terms with the young man. I'd hoped...
I don't want to investigate. What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Winter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
He won't agree.
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Why would they contact you?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
Anything else? They don't want to tell him.
They don't want Dorian to know? That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for...
No, it sounds like I'm leading him into a trap. Is this legitimate?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
Why would you even agree to talk to me about this? I'm not gonna trick him.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Okay. So, official looking letter. Irwin, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret mission. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself, considering my son has rebuffed all contact. This is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the self, placing himself in the path of such danger, alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Bendrell Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us, somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at your wits' end. Greasily yours, Magister Hallward of House Pavas. So this is his character quest, not that other quest. What is that other quest? It's not what I want. So we get 2 quests for you. Well, oh. +3 power. Interesting. All right. I am gonna go send my agents out on the map, and then we're gonna go to Redcliffe, because why not trick one of my party members, even though I don't want to. They say he'll be able to rebuff the retainer if he wants, so we'll find out. Change your plans. I just noticed that the quest says optional. Speak to Dorian about the letter.
Something you need?
Yeah, your daddy sent a letter.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not
Maybe?
quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
I won't let him?
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would.
Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
What's the issue between you two?
There seems to be bad
Because you
blood
have some
between you and
daddy
your family.
issues.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
All right, let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed.
We'll find out
I
soon.
wish I had that job. Easy. All right, we're here at Redcliffe. I brought Sarah and Iron Bull. Not bought, but brought.
Good day.
I brought Iron Bull because he's another Qunari, and a giant one at that, because, you know, it's kind of hilarious, Tevinter Qunari. 200 years combat. And then there's Sarah,
Make a be
who's
with you.
probably just as dangerous.
Make a be
And
with
we're
you.
already here. Notice... Oh, yeah. We did that. This is ours. That is a giant mug. Bar is
Uh-oh,
empty.
Nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian,
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
Ooh, third one.
This is how it has always been.
Oh, we're not going any crash. Just talk to him.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I don't want to get involved anymore. That's what this is about? Okay, Crush, you're not that goddamn naive. Alright? We're not asking that. Why is it an issue? I'm already gonna go out and live is because the whole generational breeding thing that the Tevinter has that Dorian was telling me about is the reason why. Let's find out today.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then?
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Alright. Alright. I mean, fuck it. Alright, we'll just ask. We know what it is, Karash. You gotta be fucking awkward like that, huh?
I'll need you to explain that.
Why?
Stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
I've done it? Okay. No women at all? I mean, I don't fucking care. I kind of figured he was gay when I asked him if he was fucking Felix. I had no idea. That's bullshit. No woman at all? I mean, you're not bisexual?
You've never been with a woman? Or wanted to?
Jesus
Not
Christ.
to my recollection. Don't get me wrong, they're wonderful. They're just not for me. That's not so beyond belief, is it?
No.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
Alright. I don't know how to deal with this. Could give his father another chance to redeem. He might be here to apologize. The way he was. I know I've known a lot of, gay people who actually have gone through shit like this, and it sucks for them because of someone they love, their parents, turning their backs on them because of something that, whatever you want to get into. Like, I'm not going to get into a YouTube video, but, I understand why Dorian's pissed off. Completely. Utterly, completely understand that. Do we want to try for a happy ending for one of these personal quests? Or we could tell him to walk away. Or I could just be like, that's what this is about? Because really, in this
So
day and
that's what all
age,
this is about?
that's not that big of a
Who do you
deal.
sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. For your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
You didn't let him speak. That's probably going to piss him off, which is understandable. But I do want to hear what he has to say. If he's trying to apologize for his actions, I want to hear it. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't really seem like it. I could say don't leave it like this, because that's another way. Don't leave it like this.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
I kind of want to hear the conversation.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
What did he do exactly?
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude. You should have said something back then.
I found out. I left.
I would have told you to walk away from him if I knew he was going to try to use magic to alter your mind. Would it have worked? I'm assuming it did, because look at what happened to the freaking Grey Wardens.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had, I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
I know, you might not have that mustache. Are you alright?
Are you alright?
No, not really.
Yeah, that was a dumb question, you're right.
Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
You're brave.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
What?
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could...
What's going on? Why do you stop talking? What's the gel? Who are you arguing with? Oh god, she's insane. Alright. I gotta admit, that was probably... Yeah, whatever. That was probably the best character quest I've done so far. I mean, I like Cole's. That was pretty cool. Solus's was pretty cool, too. It was kind of out of character from what I've seen of him. But, I guess, yeah, that... In terms of, like, making me actually feel something for the characters and make it extremely personal, like, hell, in real life, if you're standing there and that sort of argument is happening, your first instinct is to be like, oh god, I don't want to be here for this blow up. And I felt that. As soon as they started arguing about that, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I froze. But it's also, like, extremely real. Not the blood magic part. Probably. I mean, I'm sure someone's tried it in real life. But anyways, stuff like this can happen in real life. Whether it's the same situation as Dorian, where you are homosexual and your family doesn't approve, or you're born into an extremely religious family and you grow up and you don't follow that religion and they hound you for it. Or your lifestyle choices even. It's relatable, and it's relatable to an uncomfortable point. It hits reality a little bit too much, but it hits it enough that I actually really enjoyed the quest. And I want to see more quests like that. But that's going to have to be for next time, because that's the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press the like button below. If you're not subscribed yet, why don't you head over to my video section, check out some of my other content, and see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.